howling here at Bear Meadow Park. I'm Matthew Peterson, happy to have you alongside me for today's matchup between the Evanston Red Devils and the Kelly Walsh Trojans. We're going to have our pregame show. We'll hear from the Trojans head coach Brian Chatterton. All that coming up before today's kickoff in a little over 14 minutes right here on mylocalradio.com. A First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar-S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar-S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar-S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome into our scene set for today's matchup. Let's talk about the Red Devils and the Kelly Walsh Trojans. First, the visiting Trojans, they're going to come in here playing some hot soccer. I mean, they've rattled off win after win this season. They opened up their season against the Red Devils and went on to a commanding 5-0 victory over the team in red. So for Evanston, they're looking here to get some redemption. And this is a Kelly Walsh Trojans team that has not had many hiccups along this season. 7+ wins on the year, and they're looking to add to it as they climb up the table here in the Western Conference of 4A soccer. Now let's talk about the Evanston Red Devils. So this is an Evanston team that's coming off a big night last night. One, you had promenade going on, so all the juniors and seniors got to partake in that. But even more exciting, I'd say, for them was a come from behind 3-2 victory. If you missed it yesterday against Natrona County, let me catch you up to speed here. The Mustangs and Red Devils were all equal at 1 at the end of the first half. Then in the second half, it would be the Mustangs hopping on top, taking a 2-1 lead with under 10 minutes to go. However, some contact in the box brought us a penalty kick, and that was all Ricardo Renova would need to equalize the score. He buried the PK, putting us at a 2-2 game. Fast forward, not much later, after the celebration from that penalty kick, a red card was disciplined to Renova. So the Red Devils were going to be playing down a man for the remainder of the game, tied at 2-2. At that point, you just hope you can hold on for the next 8.5 minutes and then into extra time, an extra 20 minutes, and maybe come away with a draw. That wasn't the game plan, though. Instead, it would be David Perez, the hero for the Red Devils, screeching down the field, defenders around him, off angle, putting it past the goalkeeper, and the Red Devils, with only 10 men on the pitch, come away with a 3-2 victory over the Mustangs, who drew them last time 3-3. Truly a fun, exciting game start to finish for the Evanston Red Devils, and they're going to look to continue that hot play and momentum here today against the Kelly Walsh Trojans. That's our scene set for this one. We're going to step aside for a quick break, and when we return, we are going to hear from the head coach of the Kelly Walsh Trojans, Brian Chatterton. We've got that coming up on the other side of this break right here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts are great to start managing finances. Open a youth account today for $1. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
I'm now joined by Kelly Walsh boys soccer head coach Brian Chatterton. Coach, thanks for the time and great talking with you because it's been a while since we last chatted, and that was back in March as Evanston went over to Casper for the first game of the season for you guys. So let's start right there. How has the season progressed so far, and what changes have you guys gone under, and the biggest differences from back then to now?
Sure. Well, thanks, Matt. Happy to chat with you. Yeah, our season's going well. We've been playing really well. We pretty much have the same lineup that we had when we first played Evanston and Casper. We were missing one of our top scorers that weekend, actually, and so we've added him back to the lineup. That was Colton Atkinson, didn't play when we played Evanston the first time. We've had some pretty good results, been putting up some goals and putting up some shutouts as well. Our toughest match so far has been against Jackson. We lost to them in overtime, 3-2. It was 1-1 in regulation. And so that's our one loss for the season so far. And we seem to be learning from we seem to be learning from that game and have been performing well since then. So yeah, it's been a good season so far.
Coach, at the time of this interview, you guys are currently 6 wins and that 1 loss on the season. You're going to have a game ahead of your matchup against Evanston. But looking at your last 3, I mean, just complete domination. 8-0 against Rock Springs, 8-0 against Green River, 4-0 against Natrona County. What can you guys do to keep that hot play going into this weekend?
Yeah, well, it's snowing here again today. We just need to kind of make sure we stay healthy, get our rest, make sure we have our legs. Our kids are pretty fit. And so the balance, for the season at this point is just making sure we keep our fitness up while making sure our legs are fresh for matches. Our bench is pretty deep, but when we have tough matches, we probably go about 3 or 4 deep is all. And so we want to make sure that the kids that we want on the field for the longest period of time are ready and able to do that. As far as what we need to continue to do, just the pace of play that our kids are trying to play at is pretty high. Lots of ball movement, making sure that we're not playing slowly to allow our opponents to kind of defend us well. And when we've done that, we've been really good. Our mistakes have come when we've kind of played maybe a little too casual or played slower than we needed to and maybe let our guard down a little bit. And so we want to just keep that consistency of a high pace of play for our team is what gets us the good results.
Coach, talking about Evanston now, you guys had a commanding victory against the Red Devils back in March, a 5-0 victory. What can you do to make sure your side doesn't come to Evanston and maybe try to overlook the Red Devils?
Yeah, it's, anytime we travel to Evanston, it's just like when you guys come up here, it's a long trip. We got to get off the bus and, get things rolling right away. We play on a little bit, we don't play on turf when we get down there. And so there's lots of things to talk about and kind of prepare for. And so because we know that kind of going in, those things aren't really to our advantage, the road trip plus the field. And so I think that actually gets our kids focusing in a little bit more than they would otherwise. And I know that the Red Devils played Jackson really well last weekend up in Jackson, and so we'll be watching that film and looking at the things that they did well to keep that match, keep it a really good match against Jackson. And so there's definitely some things that we'll be looking at to be able to do to keep us ready to play when we get off the bus on Saturday.
I'm here with Kelly Walsh boys soccer head coach Brian Chatterton. Coach, one final question for you. What's it going to take for your crew to come into Evanston and pick up a victory on Saturday?
Yeah, I think just, preparation is going to end rest. We'll play our match on Thursday against Nashona. Hopefully that'll go well for us. Just getting rested on Friday, getting a good night's sleep, eating well. I would just say kind of honing in on the keys of the things that we've been doing well and continue to concentrate on those things, which for us is, like I said, is our intensity of play and our pace of play. We feel like our kids are skilled enough to play at a pretty fast pace, and that when we are able to do that, other teams have difficulty keeping up with us, and so that's kind of the way we're looking at the weekend.
Coach Chatterton, that's all the questions I've got for you. Anything else you'd like to go over?
No, I appreciate the time. Yeah, we're looking forward to, looks like there's going to be some good weather down there this weekend, so it should be fun.
Absolutely. That is Kelly Walsh boys soccer head coach Brian Chatterton.
I mean, he was kind of right about the good weather. There's no snow. It's not too chilly, but the wind is howling right now. All right, everyone, just a little over 3 minutes to go until kickoff. So here's what we're going to do. We'll step aside for a quick break. And when we return, we're going to have the national anthem and our starting lineups right here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Soccer.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call, 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
Thank you. And now for our starters. First, the visiting team, the Kelly Walsh Trojans. Number 1, Carson Gilber. Number 3, Jackson Catchpool. Number 6, Hawkins Cup. Number 10, Hayden Hollinger. Number 11, Brian Serdio. Number 13, Steven Christensen. Number 14, Hayden Umbach. Number 15, Davin Camp. Number 19, Colton Atkinson. Number 22, Cyan Reeling. And in net for the Trojans, 00, Caden Allaire. And now the starters for your Evanston Red Devils. A senior at defense, number 3, Derek Johnson. A senior forward, number 4, Micah Lichty. A senior at defense, number 5, Jafet Godina. A senior at midfield, number 7, Ramon Rivera. A senior at midfield, number 9, Dante Sinche. A junior at midfield, number 10, Curtis Richens. A junior at midfield, number 12, Caden Wiley. A senior at midfield, number 14, Ulysses Sains. A junior at defense, number 16, Peyton Cornea. A junior at defense, number 17, Omar Burgos. And in net for the Red Devils, a junior, number 22, Dom Mendez. All right, everyone, we got the starters in, and we should be ready to go here between Evanston and Kelly Walsh. Once again, I'm Matthew Peterson, and we're in for a good one, especially when you take into account the Red Devils probably playing their best game of the year, potentially, just a night ago against Natrona County right here. I mean, in terms of 3 points against a conference opponent like that in the Mustangs, I mean, you really just cannot underestimate how important that is. And then as for the Trojans, they come in with just one loss to their name. That lone loss coming against that strong team up in Teton County, the Jackson Bronx. And they will be looking to tally up another win today. And the kick is played back for the Trojans and spread around the pitch. All right, now it's Kelly Walsh on the attack. One moment. All right, we're still just kind of hunting for our camera operator right now, so I thought that was the person, but let's get back to the big event here as this one is booted away. Hopefully we'll have someone dedicated to the camera shortly. For now, it's the Trojans pushing on the attack in the opening minute. Along the perimeter. Knocked inside to Gilber. Shot is easily stopped that time. And a long, quick release out to Wiley, but breaking that party up was Christensen. Red Devils crossing in, looking for Lichty. Wiley there trying to get to it. It's played back and now crossed over and over the head of Wiley. Up the middle is Cyan reeling. We're trying to get a camera, guys, dedicated for this for you guys. Just bear with us as this one gets across the end line. It sounds like we got someone here. For now, a corner kick coming up for the Trojans, still scoreless here as we are within the first 2.5 minutes. And it looks like we got ourselves a new camera operator as this one is charged in. Loose ball just outside the goal box. And out of play it goes. We're back and running as Mendez clears it away and it rolls towards the Red Devil bench. Throw in here for the Trojans. It's greeted first by Gilbert. Plays it along the edge. Crosses over the head of everyone and out of play. It'll be a goal kick for the Red Devils as they are trying to weather two storms here. This strong Kelly Walsh team along with the howling winds that are just making it difficult to really get anything set up as Mendez opts for the short kick. Wiley tries to save it, and it's going to be a Trojan throw-in. Crossed over to the middle. Mendez watches it sail out of play, and we'll get another goal kick. Mendez set to boot it away. Still searching for that first shot on goal, really. Oh, I guess we've had one earlier from the Trojans, but the Red Devils playing mostly on their half the field so far. Very early as we get below the 4th minute played here at Bear Meadows Park. This Evanston team just running off that high of yesterday's red card goal to go ahead. Pick up 3 huge points in the table as this one gets out of play and a throw in now for the Trojans. Kelly Walsh crossing it from one end to another, but that wind just takes it away and pushes it out of bounds. And then as for Kelly Walsh, I mean, they come in just hot, right? 7 wins on the year, no draws, just a lone overtime defeat against the Bronx of Jackson. Thrown in along the edge. And it's played back to Christensen. A little 1-2 game here. Christensen crossing it in. Quick time shot is off the mark from Sergio, and it's going to be another Dom Mendez goal kick. No Rylan Worley today. He's not available this weekend. Been told he's on a college visit, and I'm not sure if it's just for his academics or if he wants to explore playing collegiately some soccer, because he definitely has had a strong season to support his case. In the meantime, Mendez minding the net. Good move there by Reeling. Playing it up the middle. In on defense was Sainz, who pushed the ball loose, and it's played along the edge now. Wiley tipping it out. Lichty rushing in to help on the defensive end. Wiley with pressure around him loses it. It goes over to Hollinger. Played over to Catchpole. And cleared away by Johnson. Crossed in and met first by Wiley, who gives it a nice boot away. Out of bounds and a throw-in coming up for the Red Devils. I'll check that for the Trojans. Richards playing it back to Johnson, who puts this one up in the air, and at some point it just got caught up in the wind and began to drift back towards where it came from. For now, it's over to Carson Gilbert at midfield. Up the pitch. Weaving through traffic and finding Hollinger. A long shot is not going to bother Meadows as he greets it on the floor, and it's going to be Dom's ball to punt away. We've got a little over 33 minutes on the clock in the opening half. A couple of heads will put it onto the Red Devils side. Sinche handles it for the moment. Good effort there to keep it in, and now chasing after it was Sergio for Kelly Walsh. And it looks like Sains for the Red Devils. Played over to Johnson. He gives it right back, and it's crossed up to Richens. Rivera looking to get across midfield, runs into a wall. Red Devils really struggling to get this ball onto the other half of the pitch with some possession as Lichty gives this one a good chase. Wiley stepping up, and now it's on the feet of Christensen. Up it goes to Catchpole, but it just rolls out of play, and I mean, it would sound like a beaten and broken record here, but it's just the wind. You can tell after a few dribbles, all of a sudden it's 10 feet further than you like it to be. Meadows gifting that towards his bench, and it's going to be a Kelly Walsh throw-in. Still scoreless on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. In the corner. Cross it over, and it's dealt with by Johnson. Kept in for the moment by Gilbert. Gets out of play nearly, but kept in by the Trojans, who trying to attack that end line. Instead, it's going to creep across it, and that will result in a Meadows goal kick. Meadows clears his lines right up the middle. Lichty first to get to it. Falls to Richens. He bats it forward. Played ahead by Camp, and on the feet now of Catchpole. Jackson Catchpole, just a junior, and gets it out to his teammate Christensen. This Kelly Walsh team, they are able to take the air out of the ball and really possess, as a slow roller is stopped by Meadows. That left-footed boot into the direction of Rivera gets past him and now falls to Sinche. From one end to another, Christensen. Using the width of the field, finding Catchpole, trying to weave through traffic. It's cleared out by the Red Devil defense. And brought right back in by Kelly Walsh. They do not waste any time resetting in the midfield, and they got this triangle offense right now. We'll talk about that in a moment as Jackson goes from one end of the box to the other. Stopped by the moment. Long shot delivered and just wide of the net. 10 minutes in, we'll step aside for a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
When you want something custom built for your home, farm and ranch, vehicle, or trailer, it needs to be done with precision, be strong, and be affordable. Get all this and more when you work with the Steel Shop at Ellingford Brothers. You bring the plan or idea, and they'll make it a reality. The Steel Shop sells and installs vehicle accessories like bull bars, running boards, and bed liners. They also specialize in truck and trailer hitches as well. Get it built to last. Ellingford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
Two roads diverged in a wood, and I had just purchased new tires at Plains Tire in Evanston. The trained tire technicians at Plains Tire expertly mounted, balanced, and aligned my new tires, so I was feeling good. While I was there, they changed my oil, checked my brakes, fixed my AC, and made sure my shocks were in tip-top shape. And with their lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations, I was ready to roll. So, thanks to Plains Tire, when two roads diverged in a wood, I took the one less traveled. Plains Tire, 157 Fair River Drive, Evanston.
Welcome back to live action right now as the Trojans trying to tiptoe their way into the box. Sergio, a long shot blocked by Burgos. Kept in, and now a feeble attempt there by Gilbar is going to result in another Mendez goal kick. I mean, if you had Don Mendez goal kick in the opening couple of minutes on your bingo card, you'd be doing pretty well right now. The Trojans peppering the shot department, but nothing really getting on goal. I mean, one or two stopped by Mendez so far, but they've been rather easy. Good move there, though, that time by Kopp. Along the edge, Burgos rushing in to deal with it. Reversing course, and now has some room to run. Plays it up to Sinche. Trojans crashing into the box. Johnson trying to alleviate the problem. Ball gets out of play. Let's say if they call this a goal kick or a corner, it's going to be a corner kick. Second of the half so far for Kelly Walsh. Just about 14 minutes in. It's been pretty much all Trojans in terms of possession, but nothing has resulted in a goal. Cross bends out. Play to Sergio. Shot partially blocked. Still in the box. And now it's cleared away for a throw-in. Sticking with the team in white. Kelly Walsh coming all the way from Casper this morning. As it's tossed in by Christensen. Gilbar hit the deck, and it results in a free kick right now for the opposition. Looks like Hollinger is getting ready to take it. Him and Christensen stand behind the ball. You go back to Natrona County yesterday, both their goals came off of set pieces. One was a rebound, one was kind of a loose ball, but that was just an inability of the Red Devils to clear it away. Long cross in by Hollinger. Gets through and nearly cleared by Sinche, but a Trojan back gets in the way. Quickly thrown in by Kelly Walsh. Some nice passing. Up the field it goes to Sergio, but just past his reach and off to Mendez. Once again, Mendez filling in for Worley and did his job yesterday against Natrona County. Held them to 2. Couldn't ask for much more. In transition, it looked like Camp was trying to get a move on. Instead, a whistle halts play, and the Red Devils with a chance to, I would say, really have any possession on this half of the field all day long. It's been played on the Red Devil end so far. Burgos is going to take it as Evanston pushes bodies forward. Line drive cross is stopped right in the direction of Hollinger. Hayden weaving past one defender. Finding an open man on the edge of the box. Crossed is in front of the face of the net, and another goal kick coming up for Mendez. Whistle blows as substitution will be made here for Evanston. David Perez, the hero yesterday, checking on for Ramon Rivera. Perez missed the beginning of the season, but has come alive as of lately. Was always searching for that first goal. You knew it would come. You just didn't realize it would be at that big of a stage as Sergio has his shot blocked by Johnson. Hollinger on the wing. Played back to Christensen, and it's moved over to Gilbar. His pass was blocked, but the Trojans recover. Red Devils calmly just knock it out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in. The wind is just treacherous right now. And honestly, the more I think about it, the more it kind of favors the Red Devils, right? I mean, the Trojans have yet to really get a contested shot on net. Every shot's been just blown away. So for Evanston, I mean, you needed something to break the status quo here after a 5-0 defeat in Kelly Walsh last time. So why not have Mother Nature prove to be unstable and chaotic? I think Coach Richards at the half, as we approach the midway point of this first 40, will talk about, hey, this isn't the worst thing to have going on right now because the Trojans haven't been able to get comfortable. Mendez with that left foot clears it up the middle. Headed right back in towards the direction of the box. Stepping in was Richens. And now Christensen knocking it forward. Godina trying to play it, but just went off his foot awkwardly, and now it's bumped forward. Perez chasing after it. This could be something. Perez slide tackle, but regains his footing and gets the ball back. It's played over to Burgos on that right back position. Richens trying to step in to get to it, but it would be Shipman who got there first. Johnson stepping in and breaking up the party. Throw in here for the Trojans. A little over 21.5 minutes to go in the first half. Still scoreless on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Up top, Gilbar going inside. This could be something. Shot is just over the crossbar. Mendez able to get a sigh of relief in as that one could have dipped down and snuck in as a little bit of a chip shot. Up to Perez, headed forward towards Lichty. They love to use Lichty's speed, especially in the open field. The issue is when you play a team like Kelly Walsh, who is just so masterful with possession, it kind of makes them obsolete. Long shot, and it's in the back of the net. You had a sense it could be coming as Kelly Walsh was knocking on the door, and that one just perfectly placed over Mendez, and it's 1-0 for the visitors. With 20 minutes and 37 seconds on the clock, didn't see who was able to knock it through, but it's 1-0 Kelly Walsh. We'll update our scoreboard here on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. If we can get the computer to cooperate. There we go. So 1-0 Kelly Walsh. And now we have a bit of a pause here as this ball escaped the field of play and retrieved for a Trojan throw-in. Lichty pokes it away. Perez in space. Trying to generate some more room. In trouble. Goes back to Sains. Lost it for a second. Here come the Trojans in transition. Kelly Walsh working through Hollinger. Just on the perimeter of the box right now. And it's passed back towards Christensen. Crossed it over to no man's land, and no one was there, and on a play, it'll be a Red Devil throw-in. We'll step aside for a quick break here as we get the 19.5-minute mark underway.
There's a reason Rocky Mountain Yeti is Southwest Wyoming's #1 dealer. Come in and see what all the buzz is about. Voted best of Evanston.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome back. Not much action has passed as we return with 18 minutes to go in the first half. A Red Devil throw-in. First to Burgos. Clearing attempt runs into a couple bodies. And now it's up to Richens to try to get it away. It appears that something is coming down right now. I'm not really sure what it is, whether it's rain, snow, or a little bit in between. Kelly Walsh threatening once again. Cleared over towards Perez. This rain is going to be an issue. Trojans along the wing. Cross it up the middle to Hollinger. Long shot and a save by Perez. Ball still loose, but he gets to it first. Great stop by Don Mendez, actually. But Gilbar and the Trojans right back on it. Hollinger. Plays it across to Reeling. Shot was blocked by Johnson, but Kelly Walsh still looming. 16.5 minutes to play. It's 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Trojans. Hollinger. And now it's bounced back to Fox off the bench. Matthew Fox, a senior. Now it's chased after by O'Neal. In the corner, it gets out of play, and it's going to be a goal kick for Mendez. Substitution here for the Red Devils. Looks like Yorick Lacaz is onto the pitch, taking out Dante Sinche. Mendez, I mean, with this wind, you really cannot get it far up the field, so he opts for that short pass. Lacaz bullied off the ball, and it gets out of play for a Red Devil throw-in. Thrown in by Burgos, taken away by the Trojans. Knocking it upfield, O'Neal entering the box. Running out of space, and a stop by Mendez. O'Neal just gave it too hard of a first touch there, as it was kind of in between him and Mendez, but O'Neal didn't have much room to get a clean-looking shot off. Fox played into Wiley's arm, and it's going to be a handball. A little over 14.5 minutes remaining in the first half. O'Neal dribbling in and out of pressure and passing it back to Camp. His cross goes to Shipman for the shot. That's saved by Mendez. Mendez able to get from one part of the goal to the other in just the nick of time. Chipped ahead by Godina. Stays in play. Perez intercepts the pass. Now he's just pocket picked and plays it back to Godina. Jaffet looks back to a teammate, Cornea. His clearance attempt was held up in the air, and it falls to Gilbar. O'Neal on the wing as a whistle blows, and it's going to be a free kick for the Trojans. Hollinger will take it, the junior. Quickly finds Shipman, and now it's played in and cleared out by Godina. Wiley in on defense of Hollinger, who puts him in a bit of a spin cycle, then passes it away to Gilbar. On the wing here, Umbach. Finds an open cop, and now it's chipped in towards the box. Johnson tries to clear it away, pinballs around, and now Johnson able to really give it a full boot. The attack remains as it has for much of the first half here for Kelly Walsh. Richens up the middle towards Perez, slowing it down and settling it down as he accelerates and looks to Rivera. Rivera just couldn't get to it in time, and it's knocked out for a Red Devil corner. This is the first time Evanston has really been this far down the field. Substitutions being made right now for the Red Devils. Looks like Tanner Newsom is checking into the game for Caden Wiley. First, a Red Devil corner. What an opportunity this is to maybe just give your defense a bit of a break with 12 minutes to go. Low cross is dealt with, but the issue is still around for the Trojans. Rivera's shot is blocked, but a Red Devil throw-in awaits them. Lacaze to take it. Gets it right back. Instead it gets out of play, and it's going to be last touch by a Red Devil. So a throw-in for Kelly Walsh as they quickly move up the pitch. Johnson intercepts the pass and now puts on some moves to get some space. Out to Newsom. Good looking idea to Perez. Perez heads it up, but it's intercepted by Camp and now falls to Morrow. Cooper Morrow, that number 32 for the Red Devils. I mean, the frame he builds and provides for the Red Devils on both ends of the pitch. I mean, he can bring it in off his chest, but he can also do a lot of damage on the defensive end. Played over to Reeling. Cyan with the shot, and it's wide. Another Mendez goal kick. 10.5 minutes to play. More substitutions being made as both these teams have been very quick to bring fresh legs on. It has not been a 11-player game so far. Mendez with a healthy kick up the middle. Lacaze chasing it after it. Wants to go to Perez. Loose ball. Perez racing in. On the wing. Guarded by Camp, and Camp slides in. Cross towards Rivera. Trojans able to get to it and clear it away from danger. Catch pole with it. And Hollinger looking to feed his man, but Burgos has other ideas. Morrow. Camp playing it up towards Catchpole. Jackson going right back to Hollinger. And over to Fox. Trojans looking to cross it in, and Mendez beats Shipman to the race and comes up with it. A little under 9 minutes to play in the opening half. It's 1-0 Visitors on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Newsome able to get it across midfield, but only for a moment as Kelly Walsh quickly puts their pedal to the metal. Fox going inside to Hollinger. Chipped over to Reeling. Crossed in. Hollinger greets it. Played into the box. Now the Red Devils get a foot to it. Kelly Walsh emerges, and they find Gilbar. Long strike is off the crossbar. Still in play, and Mendez now gets it, and it'll be a goal kick. Wow. For a second there, you thought that had no chance, but just dipped at the right time, but not enough for Carson Gilbert, the senior forward. Mendez to the short kick. Looking for Newsome. Spins away from traffic, but it's going to roll out of play. Gilbar to take it after that near heroic shot it would have been. Catch pole. Playing it up towards Shipper, and he gets bumped actually. That's Sergio, check that. And now a whistle blows here. With 7 minutes to play, more substitutions being made. First goal of the match came in 12 minutes. And since then, the Trojans have still played on the offensive end. Red Devils looking to generate any kind of offense and give this defense a break. Fox passing it smartly over to Gilbar. Lacaz trying to take it away, unable to, and it's played along the edge. Crossed in, over everyone's head, and now it's chased after by Catchpole. Hollinger inside, and Mendez there to greet it. Mendez, you really could tell, just gave it all he had in that kick just to get it away, right? Sainz passing it off to Burgos. He had his pocket picked, and here comes the Trojans along the edge. Cross, nice block by Burgos, and it'll be a throw-in. Omar Burgos playing that defensive back for a reason. He's just got that huge frame, able to eat up so many crosses along the edge. Sainz sending it sky high. Headed up and out of play, and it's going to be a goal kick. No, a throw-in. Cross is punched up by Mendez, and now a loose ball. Red Devils smartly get it out of trouble. It was punched up by Mendez, then headed towards his direction. Now, if a teammate heads it to him, he can catch it. But he was kind of halfway falling at that point. It would have been a tough play. So the smart move is just to get it out of harm's way. Out of play and a goal kick with just under 5 minutes remaining. For Evanston, if they can go into the half just down 1-0 after the kind of onslaught and possession it's been so far for Kelly Walsh, that would be a victory in its own, I think. Knocked around the back line of the Trojans. Matthew Fox finding Jackson Catchpole. Passed along to Sergio. In some traffic as that Red Devil defense clamps down. Mendez first in. And it looks like they're going to call a corner, actually. So I'm guessing Dom Mendez must have been out of bounds when he collected the ball. So a corner kick for the Trojans. A little north of 3.5 minutes on the clock. Through the box and headed away by Burgos. Quick shot is going to go across the face of the goal, but the wind just took it away. Fox giving it right back to Catchpole. Looks to Hollinger. Shot is eaten up by Cornea. Peyton Cornea getting there in just the nick of time as he gets a leg to it and forces another corner. One 0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Make sure you stick around at the half. We'll talk about the first 40 of this one and hear how the girls' matchup went with Elon Olive. First, Hollinger, corner kick, cleared out of the box. Perez racing in after it. Long shot is blocked, and the Red Devils clearing it up for the moment. Newsome across midfield, dealt with by Camp, over the head of Perez. Nice move by Rivera. Evanston playing it forward. Rivera, he's got it. This could be something. And pushes Camp, and that's going to be a whistle. I think that's just a little bit of frustration, right? Let's see if they actually give Rivera a yellow here. It looks like someone's getting talked to. Well, I think Kelly Walsh is trying to say that he pushed, right? You can't extend the elbows. And the official is just not awarding them with that. Well, now he's talking to the Coach Chatterton of Kelly Walsh. And the Trojans just visibly upset that no call was made. I think they wanted a yellow card on Rivera. They didn't get it. And for the first time all day, Allaire touches the ball as he kicks it up. Little over 90 seconds remaining. Burgos. Ooh, what a nice move that was. Makes one man miss and then gets tripped up. Whistle follows, and it's going to be a free kick for the Red Devils, but Burgos just made his defender look silly. Minute 10. Let's see if Evanston can try and sneak something away here in the final moments of the first half. What a game changer that would be. Strong strike up towards Perez, but it looks like it might be too strong, and it'll be a goal kick. 50 seconds and counting. Allaire clearing it away and across midfield. Falling to Sains. Wanted to find Lacaze, but O'Neal got in the way. 20 seconds remaining. Hollinger tiptoeing across midfield. Playing it up to Sergio. Looking for the open man. The shot is in the back of the net with 9 seconds and counting. Some tic-tac-toe passing, and it puts the Trojans up 2-0 with just 8 seconds to go in the half. I mean, just a tough break there for the Red Devils. You're 8 seconds away from going to the second half just down 1-0. But some flawless passing that time by Kelly Walsh doubles their lead right before the half ends. Evanston sending this towards our way and over the fans, and the buzzer goes. So after 40 minutes of play, it's 2-0 for the visitors on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll talk about this one and hear how the girls' game went when we return right here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Soccer.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
The big difference that sets Freeway Tire apart from other tire stores is the fact that we care. We care about the customer service we provide, we care about selling quality products at fair prices, and we care about your vehicle. So when you're looking for tires or having work done on your vehicle, everything from maintenance to major repairs, make sure you take it to the company that really cares, Freeway Tires, on Bear River Drive in Evanston. Stop in today or schedule an appointment with us online at freewaytires.com.
40 minutes in the books, and it's 2-0 for the visitors on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And talking about the first half, I'm Coach Richens right now. You got to just start with, we need to settle down with possession. You can't get all the possession and goals back in one shot, so give the defense a break here and take the ball away, right? I mean, it's just been dominating so far for Kelly Walsh, and there's not really a simple fix when you go up against a possession team like the Trojans. It really just comes down to, fine, we just have to make the most of our counterattacks. And they've had some good ideas and creativity in finding Perez, but it's tough when you only get so many opportunities to try and turn one of them into a real scoring opportunity. I mean, no shots on goal for the Red Devils in the first half. It's hard to keep stats with this wind right now. We're trying to hold everything down, but I can tell you that the Trojans probably have about 9 to 10 shots on goal. Both goals for Kelly Walsh coming off the foot of senior number 19 Colton Atkinson, and he has just been dominating when it comes to perimeter shooting. Blowing these goals right past Don Mendez. Nothing he can really do about it. And after 40 minutes, it's 2-0. We've got 7 minutes and change on the clock until the second half gets underway. So we'll step aside for another quick break. When we return, we'll have Elin Olive talk to us about how the girls matchup went earlier at Evanston Middle School. So don't go anywhere. We're coming right back here on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Soccer.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar-S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar-S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar-S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts are great to start managing finances. Open a youth account today for $1. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
We got 5.5 minutes until the second half gets underway, but until then, I'm here with Elin Olive. Elin, you're coming to us here from the girls' matchup. How did that go?
It was a good match. Evanston came in a little banged up, but that doesn't take away from the fact that they played a high-quality opponent. It was interesting. I think it was one of the biggest games for Kelly Walsh because now with the victory over Natrona County and the 2-0 victory they got over Evanston, they now sit number 2 in the West after a very good week for the Lady Trojans.
Yeah, and that's the first time the Red Devils have not got a draw at home, right? So
It's not picking you up or set up at all.
got some audio stuff here. Let's try right there. I'm not sure. That's a little better. Hope you guys can hear us okay. But yeah, this is the first time the girls had not had a draw at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it was.
I'm sure they would like to break that streak with a win. But
Yeah.
that's a Kelly Walsh team that they fell to 3-0 back in Casper. So I mean, you can look at it like 2-0 or get better a little bit.
You can look at that. You can also look at the fact that Kinley Hinsey was really, really banged up. Morgan Chandler was really, really banged up. The very, very physical game they played against Natrona County last night. And there was a lot of players that actually had limited minutes because of that. I mean, Leah Wilson, one of them as well. But that takes nothing away from the absolute just suffocating offense they played. Brinkley Frankum, she's the sophomore keeper, had a great game. 9 saves, including some off of her fingertips, where if it wasn't for her, it would have been much worse. But we're seeing, I think the big message that Evanston can take away from that game is that we're seeing the maturation of Brinkley Frankum as a varsity keeper.
And we also gotta give credit where credit is due right now for both Kelly Walsh teams. They probably got up at what time, you think, 5 a.m.?
Oh, man, it's a 5-hour drive to Evanston from Casper.
So that would mean leaving at 6 a.m. So I'm thinking out of bed at 4:30.
Then you think about they're on a bus, not on a car, so those go slower.
Yeah.
So, yeah, probably 5 a.m. is when they left.
All right, so you got to give credit where credit is due for these Trojans.
Yeah.
But, hey, there's still 40 minutes of play left. We have a little under 3 minutes to go. Let's talk about the second half here now, Elin. For the Red Devils, you're going up against a possession team in Kelly Walsh that can just have their way, it feels like. So for Evanston, I think it's got to be a little bit of making the most out of when we get our breaks in the counterattack game, and then clearance-wise, you're seeing a repetition here of let's just boot it away. That's kind of a Band-Aid fix here because the midfield is being won by the Trojans. So I'd like to see the Red Devils, as difficult as it may be, to kind of possess a little bit more on the back line and pass their way up instead of just knocking it forward only to have it come right back in 30 seconds.
Well, it's also, we can't count out the fact that they're playing without Ricardo Renova after the red card yesterday, and he is a difference maker. And Evanston yesterday was an emotionally exhausting game. Then they had promenade. They have prom tonight. It's a big weekend for them. There's a lot going on for these Red Devils, and if I'm Coach Richens, I remind them, hey, I know it's a crazy week for you, but one thing at a time. Let's try to get back into this one play at a time, one pass at a time, and try to win the second half. And if you can get a goal just with that mentality, it completely changes the complexion of this game.
40 minutes of Red Devil soccer right after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Sports, and also thanks to the entire Tannenbaum family out in the great state of California, the biggest Red Devil fans probably on the Pacific Coast, to say the least.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
This First Bank of Wyoming broadcast of Evanston basketball is brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and he can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
You know, they started the second half a little bit early, so I had to cut away from that break, but right now we've got the Trojans back on the attack here. The interesting development, as this cross is going to be dealt with by Mendez at his knees, is Kelly Walsh had the wind to their backs in that first half. Now they're going to be fighting it. So that will hopefully help the Red Devil defense out a little bit here and there. It's 2-0 for the visitors on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard.
Yeah, if you go back and look at those 2 goals, those were solidly struck, and they took to the air. So you could make an argument that the wind might have helped out, but still, I mean, just look at this precision passing from Kelly Walsh. It's exactly what we saw just over a month ago.
Sergio shooting, and fingertip save from Mendez. Wow, what a great stop.
You know, these are, even if Evanston win, lose, or draw this weekend, these are very, very important games for the future of the Red Devils. Dom Mendez is their future keeper, and to get him out here to face some high-quality competition, that's huge.
Corner is dealt with, and short kick now crossed in, blocked. Still in the box. Sergio trying to jar the ball loose. It's played over towards Catchpole. He runs after it, and Red Devils looking to come away with this as Kelly Walsh now gets a ball stripped away. Played off the back of Lichty. I don't think he was really ready for that. And that's what we talked about, right? Settling it down right there and just holding on to the possession yourself for a little bit. Instead, Kopp is going to play it towards Atkinson. Hollinger, guarded by Burgos. Cross outside the box to Reeling. Hollinger knifing his way into the box, only to run into a cornea clearance.
We should patent that, cornea clearance. I like that.
Ulysses Sains, one of the captains, always a strong defenseman for the Red Devils. Catchpole running into Godina, gets off his foot, and another Trojan throw-in. 37 minutes and change on the clock. It's 2-0, Kelly Walsh. Atkinson passing it up towards Kopp. Crosses in, and it's cleared away by Johnson. I'll tell you what, Derek Johnson, he's got such a great ability to when he wants to clear it away, it's not going to be a missed time or a whiff. He's going to get all of it.
Well, he's just a solid athlete to begin with. He was one of the standouts on the football team this year. Absolutely dominant defensive end.
Reeling into the box and runs into a Red Devil wall. They get it up towards Lichty. Reeled in there by Umbach.
If you're Evanston, you got to win these 50-50 balls. Kelly Walsh is absolutely dominating on possession because they're winning everything, almost everything contested.
Rivera lost it for a second. Burgos in to clear the mess, and now it's across midfield and a Trojan throw-in. A little under 36 minutes remaining. Burgos, we're chasing after it. It's won over by Reeling and the Trojans. Just outside the box, pass up top. Atkinson, a strike and a save by Mendez.
Nice job by Mendez. Again, win, lose, or draw, I really think these games are so important, these 2 games that he's going to be the starting keeper, because you need that experience when you pick up the baton from Ryland Worley in 2022.
Atkinson, you can tell, really wants that hat trick. He's got 2 already.
How many hats do you think will hit the field if he hits it?
Because of the wind or because of the goal?
Well, the fact that we're in Evanston, not Casper.
Sinche calmly passes it out of bounds, and it's going to be a Trojan throw-in.
If we're at Casper, I bet the whole place is just littered with hats. In Evanston, you probably got, what, 4 or 5?
Yeah, I think a good following came all the way from the Oil City.
Which is not an easy drive. You and I are going to be taking that a week from today.
Reeling, looking to keep it in play. On the foot of Kopp. Out to Atkinson, and it's over the net. Yeah, so next week we got Red Devils. We got Outlaws officially, hopefully beginning their season after a snowball delay in Cheyenne not too long ago. So.
And it's exciting. I looked at the schedule. Opening day game for Evanston. You know who it's against?
Who?
It's a rematch of that first round state tournament matchup with Laramie. That one-run, just absolutely classic victory. So Evanston and Laramie opening up the season on May 1st, a week from today.
Officials do not call it out of play. I think they missed that one, but Trojans staying on offense. Hollinger across to the other end. Played back towards Fox, and now it's chipped up into the air. Handled by Lichty as he hits the deck. Kopp with a nice chance, but it was intercepted by Sinche, although Kelly Walsh gets it right back. And now Lichty is whistled for some contact.
Again, Kelly Walsh is winning almost everything contested. Evanston's got to dig deep and start challenging him. Right now, Kelly Walsh is just kind of running the legs off of Evanston with these little tic-tac passes.
I'm back to take the free kick, and I think these fouls against the Red Devils are more an expression of the frustration as a handball is called. Red Devils finally get a chance to really catch their breath and maybe slow it down. The wind only seeming to get worse as we approach the 32.5-minute mark.
And the wind really blew that ball.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a great day to be on the links, potentially, if you're driving into the wind or with in your back. But tough for the pitch.
It feels like the Open Championship type weather right now.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Windy,
getting major
cold.
Scotland vibes right here. Thrown in along the edge, and it gets out of bounds. So it's going to be a Red Devil throw in. Newsom quickly. Played towards Sains. Ulysses trying to calm it down. Instead, it's taken away by the Trojans in transition. Reeling up the pitch. Finding catch pole. Crosses in, and it's taken out of play.
And that was into the wind. Guess how hard that would have been if the wind was behind it. I probably could have hit the overpass.
Mendez to take the kick. Well, Red Devils got some games coming up next weekend.
Yeah, on Tuesday it'll be against Rock Springs. That one will be exciting because Evanston lost 2-0 to Rock Springs on 2 early goals. Then Evanston kind of locked up the rest of the way. And then on Wednesday, I talked with Bubba O'Neill and Donna Bruce. They said it looks very, very likely Wednesday at 5 o'clock it'll be Evanston and Green River right here at Bear Meadows.
Weekend off, though, for the team, I believe.
Yeah. First one in a little bit.
Kopp trying to get it across, and it's out of play for a goal kick. We'll step aside for a quick break as we have 30 minutes to go in the second half. It's 2-0 Kelly Walsh.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Welcome back to the live action right now as Burgos tries to get away from his opponent. Instead, it's pushed out a play and a whistle. I think it's going to go for the Red Devils. So it's going to be an Evanston throw-in, last touched by Atkinson.
You know, going back to the lone loss that Kelly Walsh had this year against Jackson, Evanston played Jackson the second tightest I think that they've seen all year with that 2-1 loss that they took. Now I guess it's a question of, does Jackson just match up better with Evanston than Kelly Walsh does? Because this is the second game we've seen Kelly Walsh, and both times, really, Kelly Walsh has owned it from the opening whistle.
Whistle blows, and it looks like, I believe that is Brian Serdio, a little shaken up on the pitch right now, kind of massaging that left leg. Hopefully he's okay. I think he is. Doesn't look like he's going to be leaving the game. That's always good to see. So instead we're going to get a drop kick right now.
Matthew, before the break, you mentioned that Evanston's going to have a weekend off. It's good they're going to have that weekend because the next week they play their final 2 games of the season. They play their final road game at Star Valley, and Star Valley is always a challenging game. And then they'll have Jackson right here, and Jackson right now, the favorite to win state.
We talk about, I think the game at Star Valley is the definition of a circled game for the Braves.
Yeah.
I mean, 1-0, a penalty kick for the Red Devils in the last 5 minutes that the Braves were furious about. So you know that their side is really looking for a revenge game there.
And Evanston's also circled it because if you win that game, you have depending on how things go against Rock Springs and Green River, you win that game. Now that you have that victory over Natrona County, Evanston wants the number 3 spot.
Yeah, that door has opened with the win against the Mustangs.
Yeah. And if you can end the season with maybe 2 wins and 2 draws, that would be huge.
Oh, there's a goal.
Yep.
I mean, that's not good radio on our part, but it looks like Cyan Reeling has stretched the lead out to 3 for the Trojans. Just kind of bounced right in front of Mendez, and those are always tough to read. So a 3-0 lead now on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard for Kelly Walsh.
Sun beginning to come out here, which doesn't matter if the sun is...
The wind was just about to die down.
Yeah.
And then it was brought back up. So Reeling pushes the lead out to 3 with 27 minutes and 15 seconds.
Doesn't matter if the sun's out or not. These Trojans are hot.
Throw in now for Kelly Walsh. So, yeah, we talk about the standings right now. I mean, you could pencil in Jackson and Kelly Walsh as 1 and 2. You can flip them how you want. Right now it's looking most likely like the Bronx at the top. And then it's kind of a 3-team race for that 3 spot between Rock Springs, Natrona County, and the Red Devils. Rock Springs is in the driver's seat for that one. So that's going to be a huge matchup between the Red Devils and the Tigers on Tuesday. But for Evanston, I mean, even they can just pick up 4th place. 4th and 5th are kind of the same.
Yeah.
You're playing each other. It doesn't really matter come regionals.
If you get 4th or 5th, though, you're looking at Natrona County or Rock Springs. I think they'd I think the matchup much better favors them if they have a Star Valley or something on that lines.
Right, and that's what I'm saying, that if Rock Springs locks up number 3, then for the Evanston Red Devils team,
it's going to be Star Valley.
Whether you're 4 or you're 5, well, if you're 4 or 5, you're going to be playing Natrona County.
Yeah.
So there's not much of a difference between 4 or 5 because you're just going to play each other. The only difference would be if there's an upset maybe as a 4 seed, you would benefit from that in the next round if you were to win.
Coming into this week, it was Jackson 1, Kelly Walsh 2, Natrona County 3, Rock Springs 4, Evanston 5. Natrona had 10 points now. Evanston has equaled that with their 2 wins this week. Don't know what Rock Springs has done, is they had 9 points coming into the week.
It's going to be a fun race down the stretch. 25 minutes and change in the second half here on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We also want to thank the Lumber Yard over there on Front Street, providing us with some backup power here as a big, nice, lovely generator makes this broadcast possible in case our first supply of power goes down.
Here's
Perez
a chance.
Chasing after it. Goes down in the box, gets back up, passes it out. The shot, it's a goal!
Was that Yorick?
Yorick Lacaze
sends a kiss to Germany.
His first goal of the season. He knew exactly what to do. Come right to the camera and kiss Germany hello.
And that's the first goal that Evanston has gotten against Kelly Walsh all season, and it comes from the German.
And what a goal it was as well. I mean, just placed it upper 90, top left corner. Allaire never had a chance. Wow, what a goal. And with that being said, I think we have to check the chat room right now.
Or in about 30 seconds when it catches up. The other thing, David Perez, great field vision to find Yorick out there and just get it to him.
2-goal game with 24 minutes to go, and now it's up to the Red Devils to try and string some momentum along. Kopp chipping it in, and it's over the goal.
All right, so Evanston's got some momentum. They got to build on it here if they've got any chance.
Well, you saw right there with, the only opportunities they get on offense are on these quick counterattacks, and you hope one of them will just turn into something.
And that's exactly how they played against Jackson as well.
It's just a tough way to play
against a team who just passes it so well. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, goal kick for Mendez out of play, and it's going to be a Trojan throw-in.
I think now we can definitely check in on that chat room.
No word yet. I mean, happy for the Lacaze family, as this is a day game here, so only about probably 9 p.m. right now.
His parents, Armin and Gwyn, are probably very happy. Wait a second.
Perez has the ball taken away. Yorick steps in and gets it right back. Loose ball scrum here. Lacaze comes away with it. Nice pass in between some defenders. Out to Garfias. Trojans pushing it across midfield. 23 minutes to go. Atkinson trying to get through the box, and just too much on it. Escapes the field of play, and we get a corner kick coming up.
That goal by York was probably the prettiest one we've seen all year. That was just...
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one to go back and watch. On the wing. Atkinson, strong strike, and a save by Mendez.
Man, great cleanup by the defense for Evanston on there. I think that was that Burgos who came in and swept it out?
It looked like it, and it's going to be a goal kick, but a great stop by Dom Mendez to keep it at a 2-goal game.
What have we been saying about 2-goal leads all year?
Yeah, the most dangerous lead in sports sometimes. Headed right back into Catchpole. At the elbow, towards the goal line. Peeling back and finding Reeling. Lacaze stepping in and pushing it out of bounds.
Man, I wish I was sitting in the Lacaze living room in Hamburg, Germany when that happened.
O'Neal, a strike off his left foot that never really caught the right part of it, and it rolls out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Mendez. 21 minutes and change to go. Reeling keeps it in play, but the header falls right to Johnson. Strong kick, and it's headed up by Garfias. Garfias with a nice turnover, trying to get it out to Perez. Runs into some trouble, and now O'Neal comes away with it. Whistle blows, and it looks like an injured Trojans on the pitch. We'll use this time to step aside for a quick break here. 20.5 minutes to go, 3-1 Kelly Walsh on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard.
When you want something custom built for your home, farm and ranch, vehicle, or trailer, it needs to be done with precision, be strong, and be affordable. Get all this and more when you work with the Steel Shop at Ellingford Brothers. You bring the plan or idea, and they'll make it a reality. The Steel Shop sells and installs vehicle accessories like bull bars, running boards, and bed liners. They also specialize in truck and trailer hitches as well. Get it built to last. Ellingford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
Two roads diverged in a wood, and I had just purchased new tires at Plains Tire in Evanston. The trained tire technicians at Plains Tire expertly mounted, balanced, and aligned my new tires, so I was feeling good. While I was there, they changed my oil, checked my brakes, fixed my AC, and made sure my shocks were in tip-top shape. And with their lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations, I was ready to roll. So, thanks to Plains Tire, when two roads diverged in a wood, I took the one less traveled. Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Welcome back here with 19.5 minutes to go. It's Reeling and the Trojans threatening once again. O'Neal loads up a shot that just drifts over the net.
That looked like the wind all day.
Right, you just kind of saw it all of a sudden like get into this new jet stream that took it above the crossbar. So it's going to be another Mendez goal kick and some more changes being made by the Trojans as Catchpole checks out and grabs a breather. Reeling, taking it away at midfield. Looking for some real estate. As his pass broken up there by Morrow. Play on is issued as Red Devils looking to defend that goal line. Godina issuing and escorting the ball out of play. It's going to be a Mendez goal kick. 18.5 minutes on the clock. We had 2 goals from Colton Atkinson back in the first half for Kelly Walsh. And then to start the second half, it was Cyan Reeling making it a 3-goal lead, only to have Yorick Lacaze come in with about 24 minutes on the clock to reel it back into a 2-goal game. Lichty tripped up as he made his way down the sideline. Throw in here for Evanston. Up the pitch, Cornea batting it out. The wind kind of coming and going right now, but not being very helpful.
It's kind of switched directions too. It was blowing from right to left on earlier. Now it's kind of swirling a little bit. That might be why that shot that we saw not too long ago from Kelly Walsh just went sailing.
Red Devil throw-in. I'd love to see Evanston here kind of just slow it down and possess. I mean, even if you don't come away with a shot on goal, just try and do some things right here and hold on to the ball. Morrow looking to interject himself as he forces the turnover, gets tripped up, and that warrants a whistle. Free kick for Evanston. And on the flip side, when you get these midfield free kicks, I mean, throw red jerseys forward. You got nothing to lose.
And that's what they're doing, just Johnson and Cornea behind the center line.
Play towards the box. Across O'Neal's body. Dealt with and pushed out to Burgos. O'Neal with a nice move, only to have Lacaze get a foot to it. Yorick once again with those gold cleats off to Perez. Perez looks on the wing to Garfias. Gets broken up and pushed out of play, and it's going to be a corner kick for Evanston.
Garfias wanted a foul, but I think we'll take the corner kick.
Lacaze to take it, appears. 15 minutes and 45 seconds. Red Devil corner, and maybe this could really spark something. Lacaze sends it in. Allaire gets a fingertip to it. Lichty puts a shot up, partially tipped. Rivera trying to get the ball loose. Burgos shoots, it's blocked. Lacaze jumps in, he puts on a shot, doesn't get all the way through. Cleared away, but what a look Burgos had. Couldn't tell if Allaire or a defender blocked it, but that had Twine written all over it.
That was a great look, and now Evanston's starting to build some of that momentum.
Johnson throwing it in towards Omar. Passes it off to Wiley, and now it's going to be jumped up by Morrow. An awkward dance there between those two, but the Red Devils send it up the pitch. Perez chasing after it.
And he is one of the fastest players on the pitch.
Yeah, I mean, really gave that ball a run for its money, but the ball exits the field of play before Perez able to get to it. A throw in here for the Trojans. A little over 14 minutes to go. Knocked around the back line, and it's played forward towards Klungness. Klungness using the width of the field as Burgos sets in on him. Burgos just pushes him off the ball and comes away with a great defense there by Omar. Shipman steps in, and Red Devils come up with it. Lacaze had his pass intercepted, but then there's Morrow at the aggressive play, and it's going to be a free kick. Looks like Gilbar took a bit of a shoulder and hit the deck. So Cyan reeling in this Trojan set piece. Get ready for about a 20-yard free kick.
And the wind is howling.
The wind is howling, and it's in the opposite direction, kind of diagonally right now. Shot, and it goes wide to the left.
It looked like you might have tried to play that under the wind, and the ball just kind of picked up the grass and just skipped along the other end.
13 minutes to go. 3-1 Trojan lead. Red Devils have shown some life here in the second half, but this is not a Kelly Walsh team that will allow you just to walk back into the game.
Lacaze just came off the pitch and was met with a massive hug by Coach Brian Richens.
Lacaze gets his first goal of the season, and what a first it was.
Okay, at Promenade last night, they announced it Lacaze. Is it Lacaze or Lacaze? What do you think?
I went off what you told me.
I know, I was told the Lacaze as well.
Loose ball in front of the net, and now it's knocked out of bounds. I sure hope it's Lacaze, or we've been wrong for a month and a half.
Yeah.
Corner kick coming up. Just under 12 minutes on the clock.
This will be a big test for the Evanston defense right here.
A short kick here as Reeling fields it. Gets some room. Guarded by Richens. Up to O'Neal and over to Kopp. Whistle blows as Rivera was ready to run the length of the field. Instead, it's going to be a free kick right now. Red Devils beginning to mount a wall. Cyan reeling, and Hayden Umback are deciding who will take this kick.
Keep your eye on number 19 over on the right side of the screen.
Umback puts it up and never stood a chance. Out of play, it rolls. It's up to Richens, but Sergio comes away with it. Richens with some nice defense, making life difficult as O'Neal takes the pass and finds Kopp along the wing. Played into the middle, kicked out by Wiley. And then Richens just comes up the rear end of this Trojan and gets a yellow card. Looks like he just rolled up on the back of Brian Sergio and gets a yellow. And now Richens will check out. And Ulysses Sains rejoins his teammates. 10.5 on the clock.
Some Red Devil fans not happy about that call.
I think it's the right call. I mean, Richens just kind of was a little over-aggressive, and then Sergio slowed down.
I think it was I think what they're really frustrated about was the call before that, where it did look a little light. But that, you're right, the Richens call was a little, definitely on the harder side of things.
Burgos up the pitch. Nice stop there. Good move.
Wow.
Unable to keep it in, though, or they're going to play it off? Let's see. No, it's going to be a throw-in. Kopp to throw it in.
So are we under 10 minutes already?
Yep, 9:50 and counting. O'Neal playing it across to an open Gilbar. Lofted over the backside of the Red Devil defense, but good recovery there by Evanston. Lichty. I think Michael Lichty's been on the entire game so far. I can't remember if he's ever come off for a break.
Usually Lichty or Johnson are kind of the Iron Men of this team.
Yeah, it's very rare they come off. If they do, not for long.
Cornea you can put up there as well. Really, that entire Red Devil defensive line.
Yeah, Burgos too.
Yep.
Lichty with the outside portion of his foot plays it towards the Kelly Walsh bench. And it'll be a Trojan throw-in. Atkinson entering the box and then going back out into Reeling. First touch too strong, an easy clearance for the Red Devil defense. 8.5 minutes to go. Perez giving this one a good chase, making sure that the Trojan defense stays honest.
You gotta love how Evanston is still using that maximum effort. Under 10 minutes to play, down by 2, but they are not laying down whatsoever.
Walsh plays it back to Allaire. Camp across midfield to Gilbar. Over to Atkinson with his 2 goals. He's looking for a third, but has Godina in the way of that chip. Jaffet accelerating across midfield and has his pass taken away. Played over, and now up on the side to Sergio. Sergio weaving through the defense, attracting attention, finds Kopp. Chip is in, and it's going to be no handball. Could have been maybe. Cornea may have dodged a bullet. Long shot and a save by Mendez.
Tell you what, these last 2 games, I've really been impressed with Dominic Mendez in goal today. Really, the last 2 days, like I said.
Did enough yesterday to get the win, and today has kept his side in it, holding this strong Trojan team to just 3 goals thus far.
And this is the Trojan team that beat Evanston 5-0 a month ago.
Under 7 minutes to play. Accelerating towards the box, and Lichty kind of got him from behind. It's going to be a yellow card now for Micah Lichty, who will have to exit the game, and a free kick now for Kelly Walsh. So maybe this is the first time Lichty will have a break.
Referee didn't really mean to give him a yellow card. He's just like, hey, son, you've been out here all game. Maybe you need a break.
Atkinson to take the free kick, it appears.
Now, he's an absolute Iron Man for this Red Devil team, as we mentioned before.
Atkinson just skims over the crossbar.
He wanted 3 so bad.
What a way that would have been to get the hat trick. But not going to come this time. Goal kick for Mendez.
Under 6.5 to go.
Mendez's kick is stopped by Sergio. Sainz trying to regain possession, unable to this time. Off to Gilbar. Played across to Hollinger, gives it a nice cross, falls to Reeling. He's got 1 goal so far, and he does not have 2, as that one goes well above the crossbar, and we get a goal kick.
5:44 and counting. If Evanston's going to mount a comeback like what we saw yesterday, they need something now.
Yeah, I mean, it is full kitchen sink at this point here. Send jerseys forward and hope you get a nice bounce or 2.
Can you pull the goalie like in hockey?
I mean, you cannot, no. Well, you could take him out, but
you wouldn't be able to get an extra field player.
Short kick to Shipman. Crossed in, and Mendez there to stop the issue.
Again, he has just shown so much poise in the goal.
Now what you can do, you talk about pulling the goalie. On a corner kick, you'll see some teams in desperation put their goalie up in the box for the corner.
I have seen that before, yeah.
And when it gets a goal, which is very rare, but it is something. I mean, it is a jolt of exhilaration because you know that goal is meaningful, and for the goalie to get it of all people. 4.5 to play. Kelly Walsh really taking the air out of the ball as Hayden Hollinger looks to dodge traffic as Sinche gives him some pressure to work around. Morrow pokes it back towards his side, and now it's Catchpole getting the ball free and working it back towards his back line. Less than 4 minutes to go. And now the physicality really picking up here, and this one's going to go against Cooper Morrow and the Red Devils, so a Trojan free kick awaiting us. Jackson Catchpole, pump fake for a second, lost it, Devils turn it over, and then it's going to be a yellow card now on Kelly Walsh. So Jackson Catchpole is
a
guilty
down.
party. Can't really tell who is down for Evanston, but they do not appear to be any comfortable right now. I think that might be Caden Wiley.
I believe you're right.
We'll wait to see a jersey number. Indeed, it is Wiley.
Sainz is going to come in.
Yeah, it looks like Ulysses Sainz will give his defenseman a breather as the junior will...
I don't think he's coming off.
Well, maybe he's going to stay on. I think Sainz just came over to check on him as the captain tends to do. Clock restarts with 3:24. Strong kick is going to get past everyone, and Rivera just not quick enough to get it back. So a goal kick for Caden Allaire, and some substitutions being made. Micah Lichty rejoins his forces, as well as looks like Tanner Newsome onto the pitch. Rivera and Morrow check out. 3-1 Trojans. Less than 3 minutes to go. Burgos, nice move. Going inside and headed away, but a corner kick coming up. What a nice idea by Burgos. Trying to feed it to Perez, and a clearance header. I mean, almost gave Allaire a bit of a
Kelly
scare.
Walsh is trying to argue that it's a goal kick.
Oh, I thought that was clearly headed away by
I agree.
the Trojans, but I guess they're pretty. I don't really know what. I think maybe they're saying after they touched it, after it went off one of their heads, Perez may have touched it.
And a yellow card to Kelly Walsh. Yep.
We've seen 5 yellow cards now, or 4?
5. 2 for Evanston, I think, or 3 for Evanston, I think 2 for Kelly Walsh.
Yeah,
Let's see.
2 for Kelly Walsh in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah. Trying to
Speaking
think.
of 2
Evanston's
minutes,
got Michael Lichty.
Lichty had one. I think Richens got one as
well.
well.
Yeah, Richens got one. It's only 4.
There's the corner, and Allaire paws it. Gets it back out, but Sane steps in the way of it. O'Neal trying to volley it forward. Now reinforcements comes to the aid of the Trojan defense. Evanston getting the ball loose for a second, threatening here as it is now cleared across midfield, and Johnson puts it right back to where it came from, over the head of Lichty, and it rolls out of play. No, it's going to be kept in by Allaire, and he picks it up. 90 seconds to go. Caden boots it up across midfield, and it's knocked up towards Klungness. A good race here, but Mendez first to it, and a good speed shown there by Dom. Little over 1 minute remaining. Trojans looking to get it across midfield, as they do. 45 seconds on the clock. O'Neal passing it just ever so slightly forward and gets it right back to him. And a throw in now for the visitors.
With 30 seconds to play. So what, Evanston may lose this game, but they definitely have shown there's some improvement since the last time they played Kelly Walsh.
Yeah, I mean, you take a 5-0 result the first go around
and 3-1.
Right, a very different turn.
It reads the same in the record and with the points, but
I think it shows the improvement on the defensive side for the Red Devils, as there's 3, 2, 1, and that will do it. So the Red Devils fall to 5-4-1 on the year, while Kelly Walsh improves to 8 wins, 1 loss, and no draws. We'll step aside for a quick break. We'll have the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap on right after this.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
There's a reason Rocky Mountain Yeti is Southwest Wyoming's #1 dealer. Come in and see what all the buzz is about. Voted Best of Evanston by you. Best of Evanston in new car sales, used car sales, and Best of Evanston in service. We have the best selection of inventory in town, paired with our legendary 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Come see us today at one of our 2 locations, 100 Wasatch Road or Yeti on 3rd next to Walmart. Let us help get you on your next adventure today. Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend driven.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds. Plus job listings, fun giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch live as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches, catch up on local and regional news, and get accurate weather conditions and forecasts. Visit mylocalradio.com, like us on Facebook, and stream it all now.
Welcome into our post-game show. Let's get into the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap of this one. The final 3-1 for the visiting Trojans. It all got started 12 minutes into the first half. Colton Atkinson with a nice strike from outside the box put his side up 1-0. He would extend the lead himself with a goal with only 8 seconds on the clock in the second half. That was a big blow to the Red Devils, looking to go into the half just down by 1 against this strong Trojan team. Then in the second half, it was a little dormant to begin, but 10-plus minutes into the second half, Cyan Reeling, the senior, pushed the lead all the way up to 3-0 for the Trojans. However, Yorick Lacose, with one of the most beautiful goals you'll see all season long, put his side on the board to take the donut off, and the final 3-1 Trojans. And that right there is our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Always a delicious sandwich, fresh and fast every single time. Go check them out on Front Street at 113. We'll step aside for another quick break here. When we return, we'll talk about our Dr. McKay Frankum precision play of the game. Once again, the final 3-1 Trojans.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
The big difference that sets Freeway Tire apart from other tire stores is the fact that we care. We care about the customer service we provide, we care about selling quality products at fair prices, and we care about your vehicle. So when you're looking for tires or having work done on your vehicle, everything from maintenance to major repairs, make sure you take it to the company that really cares, Freeway Tires, on Bear River Drive in Evanston. Stop in today or schedule an appointment with us online at freewaytires.com.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankum, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankum.
Well, give him a call, 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankum at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
Welcome into the Dr. McKay Frankum precision play of the game now. And Elon, do we even have to talk about who it's going to go to? I mean, no. Our friend from Germany, Yorick, with a brilliant goal from well outside the box, top left, couldn't shelf it any better. And that right there is our Dr. McKay Frankum precision play of the game. Precision Family Dental Care at reasonable rates. Go check them out right here in Evanston. Elon, before we sign off, any parting thoughts?
No, just a very, very impressive Kelly Walsh squad. I mean, there's a reason why a lot of people have them and Jackson at the top of the West. And now you've, as you mentioned earlier, that battle for third is absolutely crowded between Trona County, Rock Springs, and now you can say Evanston.
For Elon Olf, I'm Matthew Peterson signing off. Until next time, go Red Devils.